G'day guys, and welcome to the Rugby Podcast show, preview show for the final round of pool play, where we're pretty much going to go into the prediction side of things for you. We're also going to go into the multiplications, like who could play who and who could be out as well. It's going to be a fascinating Rugby World Cup last round. The only teams that can't make it this round is Chile. They're done. They're not playing this round. And also Tonga and Romania are also not going to make it. And Samoa as well aren't going to make it too. And Portugal can't make it, but they have multiplications for their group, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But to go over the games this weekend, it's Italy versus France. That's tomorrow morning. Sunday morning at 2 in the morning is Wales versus Georgia. Now, if Georgia do beat Wales, then Fiji could go ahead of them if they beat Portugal, but we'll go into that later on. And England versus Samoa. Unfortunately, Samoa can't make the quarterfinals again. Well, they still could, but it's highly unlikely that they will. They have to rely on Japan and Argentina being a draw. The next game is the mouth-watering clash between Ireland and Scotland. And on Monday at midnight is Japan, Argentina. Basically, that one there, the winner goes through. Who would have thought that going to the Rugby World Cup? The only game with no real significance in the group is Tonga, and they're taking on Romania and Portugal. Taking on the likes of Fiji on Monday morning at 8 a.m. to finish round up pool play. So basically, if France beat Italy, then France will top the group. And also, if France beat Italy, then France will top the group, and they will become second. But if Italy somehow managed to beat the French and cause a massive upset, France, for whatever reason, do not get a bonus point or two, then the French will be gone. They'll be out of the Rugby World Cup. But I don't think that'll happen. Pool B, South Africa, I think, are guaranteed to be through. Although, if Scotland beat Ireland, but Ireland get a bonus point, then Ireland will be through and South Africa might be out. But South Africa beat Scotland, because going on the single game record, where if you won your previous game against them, I think then you'll be in ranked high. I hope that doesn't come to that for obvious reasons. So Scotland beat Ireland, and Ireland do not get a bonus point, and Scotland get a bonus point win. Then Scotland will be through, and Ireland will be out of the quarterfinals. I think the likes of Ireland potentially but probably will go through based on their form. Wales are top. As I said before, if Georgia can somehow beat Wales, and Fiji beat Portugal by the bonus point, and then Wales do not get a bonus point in the Georgia game, then Fiji will jump ahead of Wales and top the group. And if Portugal don't beat Fiji, which I think is likely, without a bonus point, which I think is unlikely, then Australia will miss out. But if Portugal win more than 7 points and deny Fiji a bonus point, then Fiji will go through to the So Fiji will not go through. Australia will finish second on the table. If that's confusing enough for you guys. England are already through the next round. They take on Samoa. I can't see them not topping the table. In fact, they're already guaranteed that quarterfinal spot on Sunday, I think, in Toulouse, Marseille, and they'll play either Pool B, Pool C. Well, does that make sense? If the winner between Japan and Argentina. Now, if Japan win, then the Japanese go through, and if Argentina win, then Argentina go through. If it's a draw, then I'm not too sure what happens there because they're both on the same number of points, and it could be down to a points differential basis, I think, because it's the first time they've met in a very long time, I think. So there is a lot to go over in the quarterfinal spots. And it's going to come down to the Monday morning between Fiji and Portugal, where I think that if they, and I think that is fantastic to see so many games with so much riding on for the next round. Even though some teams are saying they do not know where they'll play yet or what position on the table they'll be for the first or second, like the All Blacks and Wales as well, for example. So that's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be, and I think the game of the round. There's heaps here. I can't just name one. Scotland versus Ireland for me. Scotland I've tipped to be the dark horse of the Rugby World Cup in that group. If they beat either one or the other, I thought they'll go through right at the start, and then maybe go on even further. Just because of the way that they're playing, not only in the Six Nations, but also in the Rugby World Cup warm-ups as well. Argentina, Japan, winner goes through. Like I said before, I think Japan actually might take this one out. They're a fit side. And the Japanese will go to the 480, and fitness has been something they've worked a lot on, and I think they could potentially play Wales. So the winner of this will probably play the Welsh in the quarterfinals. France versus Italy. France should win this one, although it wouldn't be great for an upset like the Italians against the French. But you kind of want the hosts of the World Cup to go through and top the group and go even further than they had before. So France should be way too strong for the likes of Italy, but with the World Cup, as Wallabies coach has said, you just never know what's going to happen to them. Let me know what you think of the World Cup so far. Let me know who do you think's going to win this weekend. And it's going to be awesome. As I keep saying to people, it's great. It's fantastic for the tournament. Even though it was stretched out a little bit further, this tournament, it's great to see that the games are all coming down in the final round of the World Cup. And then after that, bring on the quarterfinals next weekend. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. Over and out. Cheers, guys.